Okay, what's going on YouTube? How you doing? What's going on, my friends? The champions, the warriors. You know, I've seen this channel actually gain traction, and it really does mean a lot. Like, I genuinely appreciate the support. I'm so glad I'm attracting warriors to this channel who also have a bigger mission that is bigger than themselves. And you know, it feels good that I can actually connect with you gladiators like across the world who actually give a fucking shit about what they do, and that's awesome. Thank you for the support. Just know that I'm doing my best to support you guys as well by making these videos and trying my best to give all of you respect throughout the comments. I'm not a big channel. Of course we're gonna get there, but you know, right now I just want to show some gratitude and just say I really appreciate the support. However, I wanted to talk about something. So look, right now I'm actually fucking pissed. I didn't get very much sleep last night. As you know, if you've been following my channel, but if you're new around here, I'll be honest, I'm in the worst fucking conditions. Dude, I can't even describe this. And you know, I'm going into next year, 2026, of physiotherapy. Let's go. We fucking did that. That was hard work. We persevered. All the shit and odds were stacked against us, but we still pulled it off. And I want that to inspire you to do the same, as long as you set discipline as your foundation and pray like it's up to God. Promise you, you can achieve anything. But you know, last night I couldn't sleep. Chaotic environment. I don't have a very good support system here, and I was just thinking, like, you know what? Yesterday was a very productive day for me, and I wanted to end it off with a good night's sleep. And you know, when you don't get that, it's hard to carry out the momentum from that day into your next one. And it is so fucking unfortunate and infuriating. But what can you really do? There's really not much you can do, but you just still gotta hold it down and still keep being disciplined. It fucking sucks, I know, but that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video. I don't have a plan. I'm just rawly going off my thoughts, rawly being vulnerable and just sharing this journey and how I want to help you with it, if that makes sense. Here's what I want to say, man. Us as champions, us as warriors, we just are gonna have a harder life than everyone else. If we're ambitious, we're serious about our goals, this is kind of the price we have to pay. If we want to be exceptional, we're going to have to be the exception. So that means we're gonna be surrounded by people who don't give a fuck. We're gonna be surrounded by people who aren't intentional with anything they do. No, sorry. Not all of us. I know we're all on a different journey, and I know I'm stepping into new doors where I'm gonna be around intentional people. But I'm just using my environment as an example. I just want to make that clear. But I don't know what it could be for you. You could be surrounded by unintentional individuals. You could also be surrounded in a shit environment. You could also be succeeding, like me, or about to succeed, have your breakthrough, but your life around you is just still so fucking hard. And look, man, first things first, I want to make this very clear. We chose this path. So I know it's hard. I know, yes, sometimes we want to point fingers and blame God. And to an extent, like, I know it can get shit, like really shit. And that is tempting to point fingers at God. But you got to understand, we chose this path, and we are more than certainly aware of what comes with this. So we naturally just have it harder. And that's not a bad thing. Let's use my story for an example. And again, like, I'm just a regular person who's just disciplined. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm this huge, giant role model. I'm just a dude like you. But here's the thing. Me, all the odds are stacked against me. And right now I'm feeling pretty relieved because, you know, like, now that I've fully processed it, it feels really good. But me, all the odds stacked against me. Shit was going down. Chaotic environment. You name it. I was experiencing all kinds of stuff. About to be homeless at one point. I really need to make a testimony video on that, but I will eventually. I will. And I still believed in myself, and I still said, I don't give a fuck how hard it is. I'm going to pull this off. No ands, no ifs, no buts, no maybes. Just pure execution and focus and discipline. So right now, maybe you're coming off of a day like me, you know, bullshit being thrown at your face, can't sleep. I don't know what's going on for you, but here's the message I want to say. Yes, it's like one of the worst things, bro. Like, how are you supposed to, like, actually focus on what you're doing if shit is actually, like, getting in the way? It can be very, very unfortunate. But let's understand this, man. We are naturally selected by God in the universe. We also naturally chose this path, or maybe not naturally for you, but regardless, the point is you chose this path. You're serious about it, and this is what comes with it. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's bad and it's not going to lead to good. I think the only times we learn is when things actually hit the ground, when everything is going down. Because if everything was easy, it doesn't really teach you much. And if you don't experience hardship, you won't really see what you have in front of you. And you won't really understand what kind of potential you have unless you actually are either pushing yourself to the limits or being forced to expand. And I think a lot of us are being forced to expand, and that is a good thing, okay? So whatever is going on in your life, I just want you to know this isn't out to destroy you. It's meant to shape you. It's meant to forge you. It's meant to refine you. And when you understand that, you're going to have a completely different mental model and mindset to how you approach this life. I'm telling you, all this bad is just a temporary moment or phase. I'm telling you, it's going to lead to even bigger and bigger breakthroughs, and it's going to push you to the next level every single time. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. I don't know who needed this. I don't know who needed to hear this. I don't know who this needed to help, but I really just wanted to say that and remind you this is a never-ending battle, so don't ever get complacent because you have no idea how good or bad tomorrow can be. So always stay alert and be prepared because tomorrow could be the day you break through, or tomorrow could be the day you learn one of the most valuable lessons of your life. And that is something I can promise you. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Again, I did hope this helped you. And as always, warriors, I will definitely see you in the next one. Peace out.